The Premier League is back on Friday the 15th of August with Liverpool taking on Bournemouth at 8 o'clock. And if you're into match betting, this is the beginning of the golden season. Today I'm going to quickly break down how you can best prepare for the start of the Premier League and make the most profit from it. As always, hi, my name's Joe. I've been match betting for a few years and I'm also the owner of the Match Betting Empire Group. So first of all, why is the EPL such a big thing for match betting? During the Premier League, bookies go pretty crazy with promotions compared to other things. So there might be more boosts, more two-ups, more special offers like bet and get offers, as well as other things like free bets and free spins and whatnot. For example, Bet365 normally do a bet 10, get 10 at least every week in the Premier League, if not more than that, as well as loads of super boosts every day in the Premier League, more or less. Alongside the increase in promotions, there's also just a lot more games. It's not just the Premier League, there's going to be all of the main domestic leagues back, and with that just comes loads more opportunities for things like ARBs and games for two-ups, things like that. So it is just really good for profits in general. So how are we going to prepare for it? I did a previous video on how to prepare for Cheltenham, and a lot of the things are pretty similar, to be honest. But one of the main ones is going to be, if you're relatively new to match betting, is make sure you finish all of your sign-up offers. If you're still sitting on unclaimed welcome offers, then make sure to get those done, because not only will you get the profit from the bonus and the free bets, but you also have these accounts available for the reload offers that the Premier League brings. So for example, for the Bet365 one, if you haven't done the Bet365 sign-up offer, you should do it. Get the £30 in free bets, make the guaranteed profit, but then you can still take advantage of all the super boosts and other promotions going forward on a repeat basis every weekend with the Premier League. Number two is going to be, make sure you understand and you have practiced as many of the techniques as possible. If you didn't know, with match betting there's loads of different techniques. Most of them use the standard back and lay method, but it does go a bit more complicated than just that. You've got things like multi-laying, money back as a free bet if your bet loses. There's loads of different types of offers and you've got to slightly adjust your technique to those. Also things just making sure you know your lay commission and just stuff like that is really going to help and just make things a lot easier when you do hit the Premier League. You can just hit the ground running and get straight into it. I do of course have videos on all this sort of stuff, so how to multi-lay, how to take advantage of money back as a free bet if your bet loses, these kind of things. So if you want videos on that to help you, then I've got them on my channel. Also a key one is knowing the difference between underlaying and standard laying, because underlaying is going to be really useful in the Premier League with things like boosts. Again, if you don't know the difference, I've got a video, but effectively underlaying is where you get it. So if the back bet wins, then you make money, but if it doesn't, you just break even. Whereas standard laying, which is what we do for free bets, is we make the same profit regardless of the outcome. So if the back bet wins or loses, we're going to make the same amount of profit, but it's slightly less profit, or it's a lot less profit than the underlay win if it were to win. If that's really confusing, then go and watch the other video I made. It explains it a lot better than that probably. Number three is going to be to sort out your bankroll. This one is key. You're going to need a lot of liquidity to keep up with the number of bets you're going to put on. It's definitely going to increase when the Premier League comes back. On a Saturday, there might be 5 or 6 games in the Premier League just on that day. So you need to have as much money in your exchange as possible to cover the liability that you're going to need, especially with things like the Bet365 25% boost. The odds are so high, it's going to take so much liability from your exchange. The more you have in there, the better it's going to be, the more bets you can put on, and ultimately the more profit you can make. So if you can, over summer, start to steadily withdraw your money from bookies. You don't want to do it all at once because that can raise red flags for bookies to look further into your account, but slowly, if you can, you should be already doing this already, slowly withdrawing from bookies, and then that money, if you can, put it back into your exchange and increase your balance on there as much as possible. You've got a bit more free time now, so going through dormant bookies that you haven't used in ages and withdrawing from them will really help, and help build your bankroll on your exchange as well. It's a good thing to do just in general as well, to help you build your profits as your bankroll increases, to try and get them out of the bookies and into the exchange. It's easier said than done, as I'm sure you're aware if you've done match betting for a bit, but that's the name of the game. Number four is going to be to build some kind of weekly routine. You can't really do this till the Premier League starts, but there are offers that do happen at the same time every week sort of thing. So as I said with the Bet365, every Saturday for the 5:30 p.m. kickoff, there's a bet 10, get 10. So just building a routine along that. So maybe on a Saturday, you're going to do an hour or two before the 12:30 kickoff where there's loads of offers. So between 10:30 and 12:30, then you're going to do an hour on Sunday before the 2 p.m. kickoffs, and you just get into a routine, and this can really help with just making money without even really needing to think about it. You can just sort of go on autopilot at that point. So you're just basically doing the same offers every week. There will be some different ones, but a lot of them are the same. So building up a weekly routine, it's not really something that you can particularly plan for, but I guess it's just something that happens anyway and is a good thing to do. If you do think you're just doing the same thing over and over again, that is how you make the most profit realistically, and that's how you make things a lot more efficient and you speed things up because you've already done these offers before. Also in terms of tracking, building up a routine of how you're going to track your bets. So I use a spreadsheet, just an Excel spreadsheet. I can link the spreadsheet below if you want it, but just deciding when you're going to go through and track everything or total things up. I total all my profits weekly, so there's that, or you might want to do it daily. However you want to do it, then just make sure you've got some kind of routine to do it and that you are doing it, because it is really important. And the last tip is going to be number 5, and this is an optional one, is to join a group or a Discord. Now obviously that helps. I have a Discord, you can join mine and give me money, yay. No, but all jokes aside, it does definitely help to be part of a group or a service. It doesn't have to be mine, there's loads out there, but it's going to save you so much time looking for things like boosts. They're already there for you. You just need to look at it and be, all right, Bet365, I'm going to put this on, done, instead of looking through all of the bookies, seeing what's profitable, comparing it to the lay odds, all this sort of stuff. It takes a lot of time, and in this day and age of match betting, when offers are potentially getting less profitable, you do really need a group to save time and just energy. Otherwise you're just not going to be able to keep up with the amount of offers you need to do to make it really profitable. So for example, in my group, obviously I have all the sign up offers you can do, but we have 11 alerts channels at the moment. So price boost is just one of the alerts channels. There's loads of others. You've got 2-ups, you've got casino offers, you've got EPs, all of these sort of things. They're going to be ways you can make money, and they're all ready for you. People just post them. You just see a post and then you put it on. As easy as that. Now obviously there are other groups and services that have similar things, Odds Monkey, Outplayed, these sort of things. So I would definitely recommend being in a group or some kind of service if you are seriously planning to make good profits from this, which is easily attainable. You can easily make over £1,000 a month during the Premier League just from reload offers. So it's well worth investing, you know, £20 a month to join a group, because the return on that is going to be absolutely huge. If you're interested, my group, Match Betting Empire Premium, is £20 a month. I'll put the link in the description if you want to have a look. Take a look at our reviews on WAP, and yeah, I'm completely confident you're going to make a huge return on your investment if you do join, but obviously that's up to you. So there we have it. Here's 5 quick tips on how to best prepare for the Premier League. You've got finish your sign-ups, brush up on your techniques, get your bankroll organized, build a weekly process, and 5, try and join a group or a Discord or service or some kind of thing like that. This is the time of the year, especially when the Premier League joins with the Champions League and they're both on at the same time, where you can easily be clearing £1,000 a month from this. If you've taken a break over summer, I completely understand it. I have as well, but now it's time to slowly start getting back into things. Let me know what offers you guys are most looking forward to. I'd be interested to hear. And of course, like and subscribe or whatever if you enjoyed the video. And again, another plug, my Discord is below. If you want to make consistent cash, then I think it's the best place for the price as well. It's only £20 a month. Also, if you've got any video ideas you'd like to see, then as always, let me know, because I'm kind of running dry on ideas at the moment. But yeah, let's make this season your most profitable one yet.